Story 1. I don't do anything special. I only shave after a warm shower. Sometimes I make the water a bit hotter when I am going to shave. I get out, dry off, let the sink water get hot, use a brush to apply shaving cream, shave and wipe off the extra shaving cream. I use a double-edged safety razor. I forgot how much the blades cost. Something like $20 for 3 years. Story 2. Do not use an old razor. It must be new or very lightly used. Wet skin with water. Use light pressure. Let the razor do the work and do not lift it off your skin. Clean off before moving to a new section. I prefer to use razors with a moisturizing strip, but it is not a big deal if I cannot. I just use disposable 2 to 3 blade razors from the dollar store. Nothing fancy or expensive at all. Story 3. Hot towel, double-edged safety razor. Change the blade often. With those Gillette 5-blade razors, you never want to change the blade because each cartridge is expensive. I bought a 100-pack of German steel blades for $9 years ago and haven't finished it yet. Since I keep a beard and only shave around the edges, I don't even use foam, cream, or soap. Story 4. Shave after you shower so your hair is soft. Use shaving cream. Use a sharp razor. Keep a shallow angle. Do not press hard at all. If you need to press, your blade is dull. Do not try to shave hair or stubble that is too long. Use no guard clippers first. Clear the blade of hair every stroke or every other stroke. If the blade is dull and you dare, you can use your forearm like a shaving strap with safety razors only. Do not do that with a straight razor. It is worth noting that the density of your hair growth and the diameter of your hair will matter. Also, if you have curly hair, be careful about shaving too close because of ingrown hair. Story 5. I use an electric razor, Braun Series 5. I usually shave while driving to work to save time. No razor burn or cuts. Story 6. I shave while showering without a mirror. I have had good luck with Harry's blades for the last few years. I use a shaving cream called Pareso that works very well. I have had no cuts or nicks for many years. Story 7. Alright, here's what has worked for me after 20 years of trial and error and a thick, coarse beard to test it on. Take a long, hot shower. Really let the steam soften your beard. Then dry off completely. Now, here is the trick. Grab any modern razor and shave dry. No water, no shaving cream, no lotion. Just the razor. That is it. It is completely painless. Gives the closest shave I have ever had, and somehow the blades last much longer. Bonus theory. I am convinced shaving cream actually dulls the blade. No proof, just 2 decades of noticing the pattern. Story 8. Stop using shaving cream. It is a ripoff. Also, stop using the standard disposable Gillette razors or similar products. They are all overpriced garbage. Get a decent single-blade razor with replacement shaving blades. There are many options available. I use Henson shaving personally. The brand does not really matter. The sharper the blade, the cleaner it cuts, and the less pressure you need. Replacement blades are very inexpensive. The last time I bought them, it was about $5 for 100. If you have to go over any spot more than once or push with effort, the blade is dull and needs to be replaced. How long a blade lasts depends on the density and makeup of your beard and how often you shave. For cream, I just use a standard hypoallergenic facial cleanser. Cetaphil works for me, but there are other options available. Finally, shave when your skin is properly wet. After a shower is best, so the hair absorbs water and softens. Story 9. Shower. Soap. Shave. I do it with my eyes closed and a sharp, disposable 2-blade razor. I have tried shaving creams and multiple blade razors, but I always nick myself with those fancy razors and creams. Story 10. Single blade razor and shaving soap. I have nicked myself a few times, but it is because I was being careless with my shaving. Paying attention is expensive in 2025. Story 11. Shave after a shower. Spend time in the shower wetting your face with warm water. Put shaving gel or cream on right after drying off. Get dressed from the waist down and let the shaving gel or cream sit on your face as long as possible. Rinse the razor with hot water. Then shave. but do not overshave. Avoid shaving over the same spots to prevent razor burn. Shave in one direction, then gently shave in the opposite direction. No nicks, skin smooth as a baby's bottom. If this does not work, then shave more often. Story 12. Rinse your face with hot water before shaving, but avoid scalding hot water when rinsing the razor. Use 3 to 4 blade razors depending on the quality. A possibly controversial opinion is to shave with the grain. Story 13. I used to use shaving gel and not go against the grain. Then I learned it is easier to just grow a beard. Story 14. Let the foam or gel you use sit for at least 1 minute. The pores absorb the solution. Use a hot razor with 1 stroke per area. 95% of the time you will get no nicks. Story 15. Warm water compress before applying cream using short strokes. I use a safety razor for reference and occasionally a straight razor, although I get cuts more often with that. Story 16. Safety razor with a good shaving cream. I use Taylor's of Old Bond Street. First shave with the grain, then relather and shave against the grain except for the mustache area. I only shave in one direction there unless I have time to go slowly on the second pass. Also, I noticed if I shave every day or every 2 days, my skin gets used to it and I don't get nicks. But if I go for a while without shaving or use an electric razor instead, then return to normal shaving, I get cut more easily. Story 17. Electric, quick, and easy. I used to wet shave until 5 years ago. I never had razor burn and had not cut myself in years. I used plenty of shaving gel or foam and, after a couple of minutes with a hot towel, I was ready. Story 18. Get a tumbler and put 1 to 2 centimeters of extra virgin olive oil in it. After using your razor, clean it thoroughly. I use a dental water pick to clean the blades. Then, leave the razor in the olive oil. Blades stay sharp because it is not shaving that dulls them, but leaving wet blades exposed to air. The olive oil replenishes the lubrication strip on the razor. Also, olive oil is reportedly toxic to acne-causing bacteria, so it may help with that. I change my razor about every 5 months. I do not get cuts. Story 19. Hydrate well beforehand. Use the cream, gel, or foam your skin tolerates. Clean your blade if it is not disposable. I pull it down in the direction the blades are facing and use warm water to help. If it becomes dull, change the blade immediately. Do not wait. Pull the skin taut. Do not shave over wrinkly or loose skin, as you can nick yourself more easily there. I never shave against the grain. I am not sure if this is always a problem, but this method keeps me clean and free of cuts. I also have pretty sensitive skin. Story 20. Wet your beard thoroughly in the shower. Apply the desired cream and allow it to lift your beard away from your face before shaving with a sharp blade. Story 21. I used conditioner to shave when I shaved. I used lighter strokes instead of fewer heavy strokes. Story 22. I used to get nicks and razor burn all the time until I tried this one surefire way to prevent them. I stopped shaving and grew out my beard. Story 23. I recently switched to a safety razor. It was absolutely the best decision ever for shaving. I will not mention the brand, only that it starts with an H. I used to get razor burn, ingrown hairs, and nicks. While I was in the army, I had to get a waiver that allowed me to shave every other day instead of every day. I have tried many brands of shaving razors over the past 20 years. This H safety razor is magnificent. I can shave against the grain without a single ingrown hair or razor burn. Also, the usual routine: shave right after a warm shower, use a decent shaving cream with aloe. I use a classic brand for sensitive skin, nothing fancy. And instead of aftershave, I use an astringent. Story 24. I have no clue, to be honest. I don't use lathers or soaps. Sometimes I shave in the shower or as soon as I get out. Sometimes I just shave when I see my mustache is getting too wild, so I shave it without water or anything. I have never had a nick or any injury. Story 25. I used shaving cream for years with poor results. I got a better shave without any shaving cream at all, although with more ingrown hairs, which are annoying. In middle age, I started getting scabs on my forearms like my elderly relatives have. I treated it with a hyaluronic acid skin cream and decided to use that for shaving as well. It works well for me. I get far fewer ingrown hairs and a better shave. A clean, sharp razor also helps a lot. Change the blades frequently. Story 26. Simple. 32 and cannot grow facial hair. I do not mean that it is patchy or incomplete. Peach fuzz is as far as it can go. Teenagers grow more than I can. I am half Korean and half white. Shaving regularly sounds like a pain. Sorry. Story 27. I shower first, then dry shave around my beard with a dollar store razor. No foam. I finish with my cologne. Story 28. Badger shaving brush and feather blade in Rockwell 6C razor. That razor comes with 6 options, so you can pick the one that works best with your skin and hair. Feather blades are among the best available. Before lathering the shaving soap, I've tried a few soaps but keep going back to Paraiso white soap. I soak the brush for a minute and brush my face vigorously with the soaked brush. Brushing with warm water and then lathering the soap slightly raises hairs so the razor can cut more efficiently on the first pass. The brush also exfoliates your skin, removing anything that may catch. When shaving, I use long, steady, slow passes from the top down, followed by a gentle pass in the opposite direction to catch any hairs pointing the wrong way. Story 29. I haven't used shaving cream ever. I sometimes use coconut oil or vitamin E oil, but not usually. The razors I've been using are leftover from a few years on Dollar Shave Club nearly a decade ago. I would get these razors every other month and have been stashing them. I shave every couple of weeks and don't change my razor except every few months. I can't remember the last time I changed the razor, but it shaves just fine. I have cut myself shaving only twice. This is to say, I have no secret to share. Maybe I was born with it. Story 30. Hot water, sharp razor, and some kind of lubricant such as soap or shaving cream. You do not need to rush. Be deliberate. Story 31. Phillips One Blade gives you a close shave that is smooth enough for work without razor cuts and burns. Using sensitive skin shave gel or foam helps a lot, and avoid alcohol-based aftershave. Story 32. I shave with a Mach 4 razor in the morning, in a warm shower, using just soap or sometimes a shaving gel if I have it on hand. No mirror. Eyes closed. I concentrate only on what I'm feeling and sensing. I have always shaved like this. I never cut myself or get razor burn. Never. I rinse the razor off every 2 to 4 strokes in a puddle of water I create by cupping my other hand against my abdomen under the shower. I have a medium-thick beard and can grow a full beard easily if that gives you some idea of what I'm working with. Just take your time. Start slow. Shave from top to bottom only with the grain. Never against the grain. This is a great way to shave. It makes no mess in your bathroom, and I get a super close, smooth shave. Story 33. Take a hot shower before shaving. Lather your face with a brush and soap. Use a Henson razor blade to shave your face and head. Achieve 0 nicks or cuts. Story 34. Safety razor. Ultimate life hack for clean shaves and never wasting money on disposable cartridges again. I spent about $40 on a nice razor that has different heads for desired closeness and sensitivity. I spent another $10 on enough blades to last literal years. Keeps my neck super clean with no irritation. I don't go through the trouble of using shave soaps or brushes. I just shave with normal gel after I shower. Watch a few videos on how to do it. Let me know if you want more details. Story 35. In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now. After I remove the ice pack, I use a deep pore cleanser lotion. In the shower, I use a water-activated gel cleanser, then a honey almond body scrub. On my face, I use an exfoliating gel scrub. Next, I apply an herb mint facial mask, which I leave on for 10 minutes while I prepare the rest of my routine. I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol because alcohol dries your face and makes you look older. Then I apply moisturizer, followed by an anti-aging eye balm, and finish with a moisturizing protective lotion. Story 36. Dorco makes decent and affordable blades. I shave with thick hair conditioner from Trader Joe's. If you cut yourself, get styptic powder to stop the bleeding quickly. I also shave in the shower and wait to get my face very hot and moisturized by the steam. All of this makes shaving easier. Story 37. Just found out how good washing the razor in 91% alcohol smooths out those cactus beard hairs and kinda cauterizes as you go. 39. But hey, never too late for less after pain. Story 38. Wash first with soap and hot water to remove dirt and oils. Use a quality shaving soap and brush. I recommend Pareso and a silver badger brush. Apply liberally. Use a quality razor with fresh blades. Never old, never rusty. Shave with the grain. Good luck. Story 39. Warm your skin before you start. Apply plenty of shaving cream. Shave with the direction of hair growth, not against it. Wash with warm water and towel dry. Then wash with cold water and towel dry. Apply moisturizer. Do not use aftershave as it dries out your skin. I grew up with many sisters, and they all showed me little tricks to avoid razor burn and ingrown hairs. Story 40. Get a good quality razor, I guess. I used a cheap $2 razor my very first time and nicked myself. Nowadays, even though I shave more hair, I use a good one and never have an issue, even when I am using probably too much force for some defiant hair. Story 41. Use hair conditioner instead of shaving cream. The razor glides across the skin smoothly. I have been doing this since my father showed me over 30 years ago. No nicks or burns. Story 42. Gillette Skin Guard Blades. You do not get quite the babyface smooth skin, but you also do not get any bumps or ingrown hair. Story 43. 5-blade razors and bar soap. I had terrible razor burn until I was in my late 40s. I tried everything I could think of, and this is the winning formula. I hated the idea of a 5-blade razor. It seemed unnecessary, but after nothing else worked, I tried it, and that was it. It is amazing to have a clean shave with no razor burn. Story 44. I saw once, randomly on Reddit perhaps, that some women use hair conditioner instead of shaving foam or gel to shave their legs, saying it gives an amazingly smooth shave. I am completely bald and thought, I will try anything at least once. It gave such a superior shave compared to any foam or gel I have ever tried that I have been using it ever since. I never miss an opportunity to tell anyone about it when the topic comes up. Story 45. I've never understood how it could happen honestly. I usually shave after a warm shower and rinse my face both during and after. I just use cheap disposable razors with 3 blades. I usually get a few shaves out of them. I don't know. Story 46. Cheap corded Philips Norelco electric shaver. Cost $25 and has lasted me over 10 years. Available on Amazon as the Philips Norelco Shaver 1100. Story 47. Slowly shave using a good moisturizing shave cream or gel. Nicks are not entirely avoidable. Also, try a facial moisturizer after shaving. Story 48. I got a safety razor for Christmas and have since been using it, which helps a lot with razor burn. For nicks and cuts, I have always, even with multi-blade razors, tried to apply even pressure across the whole head and pull the blade in a motion that is perpendicular to the blade. Story 49. I don't know, I just do it. Sometimes without water or anything, I just use my straight razor and make sure it is razor sharp. It is nice because it also shaves off all the dead skin if I do it dry. I have also played with knives my entire life. Butterfly knives are fun. I have cut myself by accident a lot, and I guess I have just kind of learned what will cut me and what will not. I don't know, experience I guess. Story 51. I had one large mole removed with a laser. The procedure reduced it. I never experienced razor burn or cuts. I think it depends on personal skin type. I have been shaving in the shower for decades, using only water and no shaving cream. Story 51. I am Indian. Facial hair grows very slowly and only in a few places. So, I guess I just have different genes. Story 52. Mild safety razor with a sharp blade. Also, shaving soap lathered with a brush. The sharp blade allows me to shave without applying pressure, which makes it much rarer to get nicks and cuts and even rarer to get razor burns. Story 53. Everyone always talks about single blade razors, but in my experience, they are the worst. Do not overthink it. Just accept that you are not getting a perfect hairless shave. This is something you will do almost every day. Mastery comes with time, not tools. Use a 3-blade razor with gentle strokes. Rinse and repeat. Go with the grain. Yes, against the grain would make a closer shave, but we do not want high risk, high reward, we just want a shave. Story 54. Learning to properly use a straight razor and a shavette. Modern multi-blade safety razors have drawn more of my blood than a straight razor ever has. Story 55. Use cold water. Apply it slowly and carefully with minimal pressure. For more sensitive, high-risk areas, use a razor designed for women, as it is gentler on sensitive skin. Clean hair off the blade after every few strokes. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.